They asked him to pull down his pants and show it to everyone. Fernando VII of Spain desperately needed an heir, but the only way to do it would be by testing a homemade invention that would stop the monstrosity that hung there and that everyone screamed at upon seeing. What embarrassing problem did the king have? Fernando VII was quite an unlucky monarch. He was hated by the people, had an unfriendly attitude, rough features, and was a bit overweight, which did not make him very popular among the ladies. However, what really scared them was much further down. It was an anomaly that for many men would be a dream, to the point of undergoing surgery to achieve it. But for the king, it was a true curse. In fact, women cried when they saw it. But what could it be? And why did they all run away as soon as they saw it? The problem was such that it became a matter of state. Dr. Prosper Mérimée, who had seen it, understood the terror of his wives and wrote in his notes, "At the base, it is thin like a sealing wax stick, while at its end it is thick like a fist, and as long as a billiard cue." Unfortunately, it had no cure, and the only way to stop it would be to test an unusual invention. Because, although it was hidden, it was an essential part for the king, and still is today for any human being. In fact, maybe you have used or shared it today. However, due to its enormous size, Fernando VII could not make use of it. Although it did not cause him pain, it had to be a great blood effort to keep it functioning, especially when it came into action. What was his strange secret? The king had macrophallism, an anomaly where the penis is too large. Although this problem is considered from 20 centimeters onwards, historical documents say that the royal scepter of Fernando measured 30. But there would be a solution. Although a small one usually worries men, for experts a very large one is much more serious and limiting, since almost no one can handle it. No matter how much it is lubricated, there will always be pain and discomfort, because there is a dilation limit. So the scholars of the time created a cushion with a hole to put the royal soldier before the action, working as a barrier and cushioning the impact. The invention worked, and the king managed to have 2 daughters with his 4th wife. However, his nights were never pleasant. So we could say that size does matter. Always be eager to know more.